Are we live? Hello? Uh, I'm not seeing a thing on my thing. Alright, I think we're good. Fuck it. Oh, yep, there we go. Viewer count's all good. Alright. What's going on, everybody? Hello and welcome. This is a very special live stream. What's going on, brother Blake? How are you, mate? Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, time permitting. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. I'm a bit underprepared. Let me get the music up real quick. I don't have time to find any new music, so I'm just going to recycle the one from last week. Get a bit of Mario music up and running. Let me see. Fucking... There we go. Get that one up there. Sorry, I can't see chat. There we are. I'm just trying to set the volume up. There we go. All right. It's been a very interesting week for me personally. Holy shit, we got a lot of people in here. 76 people. G'day, Egg. As a Blue supporter, I want to congratulate you for last week and wish you the best of luck this week. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it was a lot of Blues people on the way out of the game on Saturday were saying the same thing. Hopefully you beat the Pies. Please beat the Pies, we heard. Let's hope that the Lions poster says 2023 this weekend. Yeah, bro, for sure. I'm gonna swap it out, and yeah, we'll be able to give the stream a little update. But like Lachlan says, if Brisbane wins, I'm doing a face reveal. So who knows? I might not need this this stream. I might be able to get a face cam going. Hello, all the way from Australia. What's going on, bro? Glad you can make the stream. What do you think of North's priority pick? I don't know. It's kind of complicated for me. Smarter people probably have better reasons and better reasoning for why it should or shouldn't happen. I think North succeeding is better for everybody, better for the competition. When does the round review video come out? I'm glad you asked. So this week I've been very busy, and I've had to do tax stuff. I've had to do stuff related to the Brownlow, not the Brownlow, sorry. I can talk about that later, but stuff relating to the grand final this weekend, planning tickets, packing, had work on Tuesday. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the prelim and the grand final video for next week, and I'm also going to be talking to you guys about off-season plans, what I'm going to do for off-season content. Because the thing is, like, the grand final video, if it's one game, it's going to be pretty short. So I thought I would combine them. I had to last year for different reasons, but this year I think it'll work good. But yeah, I thought I'd do a round review thumbnail this week anyway, because it's a very a very special week for me. And how good was the preliminary final week? Probably pretty trash if you're a Pies or if you're a Blues or a GWS supporter. But for me, pretty good. Love your documentaries, man. Just subbed last week. Yeah, speaking of the documentaries, my 2007 grand final video straight up doubled in views overnight, like literally in one day. It went from like 20k to 40k, and now it's my most viewed video like ever. It's the second highest viewed video on the channel. I'm just pulling it up real quick. I'm pretty sure, excuse me. Oh, it's at 50k now, is it? Holy shit. Let me look at my phone. Holy shit, bro. 50k views. And the second highest video on my channel is my scoops video at 26k. It is not even close, bro. It is fucking exploded, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because grand final week has renewed some popularity in the video. I don't know, but man, how good is that? And I've just, dude, I'm about to hit 8k. I'm about to hit 8,000 subscribers. Man, that's crazy. What's the off-season content going to be? I'll tell you. I'll tell you next week. But I'm going to do a video on AFL 23. I'm going to cover some games from a couple years ago. Immediately after the season ends, I'm going to do best of EggFooty. Like last year, I'm just going to get the best clips and the best segments from this year and put them all together in one big hour-long video. And then I'm going to do a video called The Death of the Drop Punt. You know how I've had that running gag of Chief yelling, kick a drop punt, kick a drop punt. I'm going to combine all of that into one video, and then have at the end just have Chief screaming at everybody about their missed drop snaps and banana kicks and shit. And then I can retire the gag with that. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then after that, we'll get into the documentaries. Nice to meet you at the game the other day. You mean the Saints Geelong game, or which game was that? Oh wait, I think I know it. Yeah. I know who you are. Yep. Yeah, no, it was cool meeting you, bro. The Scoops video was like 5k views ahead of the Port 07 a few days ago. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. You should do a video about the rise and fall of West Coast from 2018. Yeah, I might. You know your Brisbane Bears video, it inspired me to do a Fitzroy one. I think it was a horrible video though. It took hours to make. Yeah, they take a little while, eh? I'm sure it's way better than you think it is. But yeah, good luck with your videos. Hope it does well. You know what? You're never as good as the really good comments say you are, and you're never as bad as the negative comments say you are. So you gotta try and like not get a big head, or the opposite, like a small head, I guess. How confident were you after the Blues storm in the first quarter? I'm glad you asked. So what happened to me in the first quarter of the preliminary final? By the time Carlton had kicked their 5th goal, hey, what's going on, Cardi? How are you, mate? Look forward to seeing you either tomorrow or during the week. I am just flying down tomorrow morning, so it's gonna be a hectic day. But anyway, as I was saying, when I watched Carlton kick their 3rd or 4th goal in a row, I'd pretty much given up all hope at this point. So what I did, I left my mum. I was there with my mum. I got up and I just lived at the bar for the rest of the quarter, and I got absolutely fucking fair income rubber drunk, just on ginger beer, Great Northern Super Crisp, all the overpriced bullshit they had at the bar, and I just found a corner in the Gabba outside of gate 240, and I was just like in shock. Like, I was traumatized. I'm like, oh my god, we are witnessing the biggest collapse in sporting history. Like, I was devastated. And then Hipwood kicked his goal, and then by the time we got back to like 18 points, I worked up the courage to go back and sit in the second quarter, and by this point I was gone. Like, I had no control over myself. And then there was this fucking arsehole Carlton supporter in the row in front of us, giving out all sorts of bullshit when Carlton were up, and he was stone quiet, and it was the greatest thing I'd ever experienced in my life. like waving the flag above his head, just talking all sorts of shit. And I know I shouldn't gloat like that, but like at that point, I was not in control of myself. Like I was gone. And yeah, I ended up meeting Cardman 22 at halftime, and I think it went okay. I don't remember a lot of it. I've got videos on my phone, and I just sound absolutely like a mess. Like I don't sound in control. Like it was not good. And then I had to watch Brisbane. I couldn't really get emotional because I was too drunk. So I was just like in this weird space when we won, where I was just like celebrating and going crazy, but like I didn't actually get to feel it. You know what I mean? Are you thinking about doing game vlogs next year? Yeah, maybe. Do you think the grand final will be close this year? Yeah, I think if Brisbane were to if Brisbane were to lose, like I hope it's reasonably close. Like I can live with that. Obviously I prefer they win, but if we lose, at least it's like relatively close, so we retain some of our dignity, right? If it's like a big blowout, then that'll be pretty bad. Nowhere near as bad as I felt when we were 5 goals down in that prelim. Because that was the worst I've ever felt as a AFL supporter ever in my life, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be that bad ever again. Like never. Like that was the absolute rock bottom. I don't think even losing a grand final is gonna be that bad ever, because like for me personally, like this was our chance and we were blowing it, and I was just like, oh my god, like this is awful. There is no happiness in being a Brisbane Lions supporter. Like whoever decided when I was a young fella that I should be a Brisbane Lions supporter should be charged with child abuse. You know, like it's just not good. But luckily we turned it around and we pulled it together, and yeah, now I don't have to worry about any of that. It felt so much worse being a Carlton supporter, seeing you slowly lose. Oh, it would have been. Yeah, that would have been shit. I'm doing good, Woodsy. How are you, mate? Did you witness the three-peat egg? No, I didn't. I was a 3-month-old baby when we won our first flag. Strictly speaking, I was alive when they happened. But I didn't witness them, no. We getting off-season videos? Yeah, bro, I'll talk more about it in the grand final video next week, but yeah, we are getting more documentaries for sure. Some of them are going to be reasonably short, some of them are going to be long, but yeah, you're getting it. I'm going to try and up my output this year. Did you get tickets to the granny? Yes, I did. I'm going to the granny. I've got all my stuff packed. If the Lions win the grand final on Saturday, a face reveal. Yep, that's the plan. I am doing a face reveal if the Lions win, or if I hit 10k, whichever comes first. So if Brisbane lose and I hit 10k in like a month or whatever, I'll face reveal then. If not, we win the flag, I'll do it right there. The Giants were robbed, I agree. That was really, really harsh. Can we please have AFL 23 videos? I am tearing Big Ant Studios an absolute new arsehole in my upcoming video, don't you worry. I'm going to be talking about the development, how it all fell apart, where to go from here. How are you feeling, mate? Excited? I'm excited, nervous, can't sleep. Can't wait. My bags are packed, ready to head off tomorrow. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I am nowhere near as bad as I was when fucking when we were like the lead up to that game last week. Like that entire week I was a mess. Like I was an emotional wreck. I couldn't concentrate. I was like see you later, Luke. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't do anything. I was a wreck. Like I'd never felt that way about a game ever. But yeah, this week I'm feeling pretty good. You know, like I'm just happy to be there. and I've been waiting 14 years for a Brisbane Lions grand final, let alone a flag. So I'm just happy to be there. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm just gonna soak it in. Should have told that Carlton bloke the last time Carlton were relevant. Roger Merritt was captain of the Brisbane Bears. Yeah, that's fair. Where am I sitting? I'm sitting up in level 3, level 4, whichever it is, but I'm like still really close. I still get a great view. It's actually 19 years. No, because I started being a Brisbane Lions supporter when I was 8 years old, and I'm 22 now. So if my math is correct, that's for me personally. I've been waiting 14 years. Let me see. Let me get this. Let me see if my maths is correct. 22 minus 8. Yeah, 14. Will it be your first time watching Brisbane at the MCG? Yes, it will. I'm doing pretty good, Mel. Thank you. How are you? Thank you for the congratulations. What's going on, Chase? What's good, the edit freak? How are you, mate? So one of your earliest memories of the Lions was witnessing Brisbane legend Brendan Favola in action. Yeah, I started following the Brisbane Lions at the end of 2009. I remember our first game was Port Adelaide coming back from like 40 points down and beating Port Adelaide. And then we beat Sydney the next week, and then we beat Carlton in the final, and I'm like, oh, how good is this? Brisbane's awesome. We're going to win so many games. And then 2010 happens, we're 4-0. I'm like, oh, how good. We got the best forward ever, Brendan Favola, playing for us. Oh, this is so awesome. I love being a Brisbane supporter. And then it just fell apart in such dramatic and awful fashion. And then 10 years later, 11 years later, we win a final in 2020. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Was it my fault? Did they just see me in the crowd and think, oh, this kid's fucking gross. We don't want to win for this kid. Fuck him. And then they just started tanking. Who knows? I'm good. I want to tell you a short story. Today on the radio, a man joined, said I'm a Carlton supporter, and the host interrupted him saying, oh, I'm sorry, that's unfortunate. Oh, it is. You should be lucky that they didn't finish last in 2010, which happened to my Eagles. Yeah, I remember that game. West Coast and Brisbane at Subiaco. That was good. I remember watching that Port v Lions game. I was 8 at the time and almost threw my Port gear in the trash. Yeah, that would have been rough. It was shit outs for me as well, because at the beginning Port were dominating, and like we were sitting near a bunch of Port supporters, and they were waving their flags around, and I'm like, oh, how shit's this? Because Mum bought me a flag to wave around for me, and I never got to wave it around, and I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. If the game was to be decided after the siren, how would you react? Well, that depends. If Brisbane win it after the siren, or Collingwood win it after the siren. If it was after the siren and Brisbane won, I'd probably just bust a nut right then and there in the MCG stands. If it was after the siren and Collingwood won, then I'd probably just throw myself off the balcony. Would you have quit YouTube if Brisbane lost the prelim? Not permanently. Not permanently. It would have taken me a long time. Like, I probably would have had to have waited until December, and then I just go back to releasing videos like nothing happened. Like, I published my week 3 and week 4 reviews of the AFL, and I just start making documentaries again like nothing happened. It would have made doing I'm losing my train of thought. It would have made doing the week 3 and week 4 videos an absolute bitch. An absolute fair dinkum bitch. If Brisbane choke a 40-point lead in the granny, will you delete your channel? Same thing, it'll probably just take me a while to get over it. Hey Egg, I'm a member of your Discord and saw the video when you won the prelim. Why did you shout 14 fucking years? Because I've been waiting 14 years for Brisbane to be in a grand final. Brisbane have been really shit for a long time, so... I'm sitting in level 3 near the front behind the Lions goals. Hopefully we win. Yeah, that'd be good. If Brisbane make the worst margin in AFL history, will you delete your channel? I wouldn't delete it. Again, like I'm not sure how long I'd be away. Hold on, Sammy GFC is messaging me. I'll let you know if when I'm coming. Do you think the heat will serve as a big advantage for Brisbane? Well, what happened in the 01 Grand Final was it was a really hot day. See? It was like in the high 20s, 28, 20 something, 27. And the Bombers were like really struggling with it. Yeah? And Brisbane were struggling as well, but they were holding up okay because they were used to it. And I was watching a documentary about it, and Lee Matthews is like, well, for us, Brisbane, hot is in like the high 30s, whereas like in the mid 20s, it's actually not too bad. And I reckon, my prediction is that Collingwood will come hard in the first half. They'll be up by like 20 something points, and then Brizzy will start to take over in the third quarter, and we win it by like 10, 15 points. That's my prediction. What were you like when Carlton kicked the first 5 goals? Like I said before, I left my seat and I found a corner to go get drunk and cry into my beer. Like I was traumatized. So climate change will give us a Brisbane dynasty? Sweet deal. Yeah, what like in 100 years or some shit, when the planet starts to melt, like Brisbane's just gonna be dominating. When's week 3 coming? It's coming next week with the grand final review. I'm gonna combine the 2 videos so it's not too short. And I'm saying that because like the grand final video would be really hard to have on its own, because it would probably be like 2 or 3 minutes, and it's like, what's the point? Whereas if I combine them, like at least it's a bit longer, a bit more easier to enjoy. Do you think Neil deserved it? Yes, I do. After he got robbed last year by Paddy Cripps and his lawyers, I think he was well deserved. I think it was a long time coming. Yeah, like last year. Yeah, but for different reasons. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Bontempelli winning a Brownlow. Nah, it's not match fixing. I rate it. I'm happy for Chock. Thoroughly deserved, in my opinion. Yeah, I actually think he was robbed. Like, if he got suspended like he was supposed to and didn't get off on a legal technicality, that's Lockie's Brownlow. But I think after this year, it'll balance out, and the Brownlow will be without controversy, which would be nice. Has Studi given his thoughts yet? He reckons that Brisbane got umpiring assistance in the preliminary final, which I don't think it was too bad, actually. Like, there was a couple of calls where it's like, oh, what the fuck? But then after that... Egg, I got a quick question about one of the reviews. Ask away, my friend. Didn't even know you were live. Oh, what the fuck? You don't have notifications on? Thanks for all the hard work making the vids in 2023. You have cheered me up on some hard weeks. Have to cheer for my team though. Go Pies. Nah, it's all good, bro. I appreciate you. I understand it. Sorry, Egg. I was working and I'm currently getting drunk to Dragon Ball Z. Nah, that's fair enough, bro. Studenheimer thinks that Lockie Neal didn't deserve the Brownlow. Of course he doesn't. He probably thinks that fucking Dustin Martin should have won or some shit, even though he got like 6 votes. Magpies supporter here. I still have PTSD from the O2 Grand Final. I was 4 at the time, and I was bawling my eyes out when we lost. Then obviously we got smashed next year. Damn, bro, that's rough. I'm surprised you're able to remember it at age 4. That's pretty good. Will the Crom make the 8 this next year? Yeah, I think they will, for sure. It'll put it beyond doubt next year. They'll have a bit more. Oh, donation. Fuck yeah. Dando. Fuck, I can't pronounce his name, cunt. Dando Gable with the $7.99. Surely everyone sees my head shaving breakdown. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you. One of my Discord members shaved their head, and this was after the GWS Collingwood prelim. Collingwood had won, and I was getting ready to go to bed, and this dude, this dude in my, what am I talking about? And then I'm ready to go to bed, and then this guy in my Discord says, "Oh, if EggFooty joins the fucking voice channel, I'll shave my head." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I got work tomorrow. I'm gonna be tired as fuck tomorrow, but that's okay. I'm gonna join anyway. And then yeah, he actually shaves his fucking head, and oh, there it is. And then
Dan Doggable donated $7.99 through Super Chat. Surely everyone sees my head shaving breakdown 20.
Fucking yeah, and he shaves his head, and this goes on for like 15 to 20 minutes, and I've got a screen recording on my phone. And then like I got up, like I was up till like 11:30, and I had to get up at like 6 o'clock for work tomorrow. And I'm like, oh fuck. Luckily it was a pretty cruisy day at work. I hardly had any work to do, but yeah, that was a sight. Like, what the fuck? Thoughts on Rich retiring? I'm very sad. I'm very sad. He should have been in the Premiership side, but he'll be there if we win. In the round 20 review, with Saints v Hawks, why was Hawthorn with West Coast in Cornfield, and West Coast were explained to Hawthorn to win? They just beat North while Hawthorn had 5 wins already. It just swap out West Coast for whoever. It's not really important. It was just like the fucking Saints coming in to end it. It's not a big deal. Don't analyze it too much, man. This is EggFooty we're talking about. Oh yeah, I'll send you the video for sure. It's a bit long. Hopefully it's decent quality, but can you make a sub-tier category for people who want to join an EggFooty Supercoach comp? You mean on YouTube or on Discord or what? Oh my god.
Woodsy donated $5 through Super Chat. What time you getting to the game?
Depends. We'll probably get there early for so we can watch all the pre-match and all that crap. Yeah, it just depends. We'll get there early though. What was the worst loss you've watched? 2021 semi-final against the Bulldogs. Worst I've ever felt as a Lions supporter. Hey Egg, do you collect footy cards? No, I collect football jumpers. Hey, what's going on, Menza? How are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, as I was saying, I collect like match worn and player issue jumpers worn by mainly Brisbane Lions. Or Lions AFLW. I've got a couple grand final jumpers. I've got a couple Indigenous jumpers. I've got a few. I've got Oscar's match worn jumpers from 2022. His home jumper and his away jumper. I've got a bunch of the three-peat anniversary jumpers. I've got a few commemorative jumpers. I've got a patch from the 04 grand final. You know how like the jumpers on the day have like that special patch where the AFL logo is? I've got a patch, like a blank patch that they didn't use in my cabinet. I've got it like framed, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we had to do fucking Father's Day after the semi-final in 2021, and that was so shit. Like, I didn't want to get up at all. Are you a fan of Fitzroy jumpers or just Brisbane Bears stuff? No, I've got both. I've got a really old Fitzroy like long sleeve jumper that feels like it's made out of fucking fiberglass, and I've also got like a really old Brisbane Bears jumper worn by one of the players way back in the day. Excuse me. No, I don't have a Brendan Favola jumper. I really want one though. That'd be great. I have a scarf from 2019 and you have all this memorabilia. Yeah, I don't recommend today. It's a bit of a problem. I should probably seek help. Which jumper will you wear during the grand final? I'm just gonna wear my polo. The thing is, a lot of the jumpers don't fit me. Because like all the players are like really slim and skinny and shit, and I'm like 6 foot, 100 kilograms, large frame. Like most of the jumpers, I've got like for example, I've got a Jared Berry jumper. If I try to put that on, that would fucking legit be a sports bra for me, because like I can't get it over the rest of my body, and I'm not obese by any stretch of the imagination. I'm no Slim Jim, but yeah, I've only got one jumper in my collection that fits me, and it's a Mal Michael jumper, our big fullback in the three-peat. And like, he's so massive. He's the only jumper that fits me out of my entire collection. Don't want to hassle you, but is the Essington video coming out over the off season? Nah, you're good, bro. It's coming out for sure. Yeah, don't worry. I met Mal Michael once, ripping bloke. Because I've got a Brisbane Bears OG scarf I've been wearing all week. I can send a photo of it to you if you want. Oh, that'd be cool, bro. I've got... what do I have? I have a little bit of old memorabilia. I've got some old Fitzroy coasters, which I shouldn't be using, but I am. I've got like a little fucking, what do you call it? I've got like these commemorative mugs for the three-peat. Just like little bits and bobs. Somebody was selling grand final tickets from like 2002, like the paper tickets back in the day, and I got them for like $20. So I've got them in a picture frame in my cabinet. I've got like 3 big cabinets full of like Lions memorabilia and AFL memorabilia. And like if Brisbane win, they sell replica Premiership cups for like $1,000. And if Brisbane win, I'm buying that shit and I'm gonna put it in my room, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I'll find somewhere. And they also auction off the jumpers they wear in the grand final. If Brisbane win, I'll put my family in debt. I don't care what I have to do. I'm getting one of those jumpers. Come hell or high water. Pony jar replica cup. Oh, bro, no. Could I even fill it? Because, like, it's full size. Like, it's like the big fuck-off trophy that they give at the end of the game. It's full replica size. It's gigantic. If I tried to fill that, I'd probably get like a quarter of the way. And then I'd probably have a heart attack and die. Like, it's a fool's errand for me to even try. Do you think going outside the MCG on grand final day begging for a ticket will work to get a ticket? It's worth a try. Which team were you going for in the other prelim? GWS. Bro, a GWS Brisbane grand final would have been the greatest thing in history, and I'm so sad we didn't get it. What got you into AFL despite living in Queensland? I think my parents took me to a game, and that's pretty much where it started. Like, they took me to a Brisbane Lions game. I believe it was round 19, 2009. We were versing Port Adelaide, and we came back from 40 points down the win. And from then, like from that point on, I was hooked. Don't ask me how I stayed with the Lions through all the hard years, but I found a way. And here we are. How long will you be in Melbourne? Till Sunday night. I used to live near Josh Kennedy, and I got to meet him on my 11th birthday back in 2017. He signed my Eagles jersey, and Nick Nat Nui signed my footy at a training session before the 2017 elimination final between Power and West Coast. Ooh, that was a mouthful. That was, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That 2017 elimination final as well, like, that was really good to watch. I went back and watched it the other day. Somebody uploaded it to YouTube, and it's like, bro, holy shit. Like, that's insane. Like, should catch a drink, champ. Yeah, that'd be cool, bro. Is Lachie Neale deserving of the Brownlow? Yes, he is. And if you say otherwise, you're wrong. You are just plain wrong. I might end up meeting Scoops in person tomorrow. I'm not sure. Because he's going to the footy festival tomorrow, apparently, and I might end up there. Just to see everybody. Hopefully I don't get my face doxed before my face reveal. That'd be a bit unfortunate. But I don't think Cooper would be very happy to see me because he hates me. Scoops would interview you about the video you made about him. He would fucking try and kill me. He'd try and beat me up because apparently he hates me. He hated the video. When are you planning to do a face reveal? Either after the Lions win the flag or when I hit 10k, whichever one comes first. Thing is though, I don't know how I'm gonna do a face reveal. Like, I don't want it to be like this big thing that I hype up, because when it boils down to it, I'm just a guy. I'm just a regular dude. Like, I feel somehow people are gonna be disappointed, like, no matter what. So I'm just gonna, like, I feel it'll just be something like low key. Like, I'll just post a selfie with the Lions confetti in the background. On Twitter or Instagram or some shit. But yeah, I don't know what I'll do. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll do it on a live stream. I don't know. Who was better out of the two best Brisbane players, Daryl McDowell-White and Kalen Lane? We have not seen enough of those players, unfortunately. Face reveal with you shaving your head. Now, that's how I become a sensation. Bro, I'm not doing that. I'm not shaving my head. I like my hair. Least favourite Brisbane player? I don't really have a least favourite. I don't think. Yeah, there's none of them that I really dislike. Like, if you're putting on the jumper and you're going out to go play for the team, like, I can't fault you. I might think you're kind of bad at the game, but other than that, like, I don't have a least favourite per se. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I can't think of one. I just like my players. You should make an AFL teams tier list. Thing is, I don't want to start beefing with, like, other footy clubs, because, like, on Twitter I've been beefing with Carlton people in the lead up to the prelim among, like, the seating allocation and, like, all this other shit. So I don't want to, like, just become this guy who, like, just starts arguments with everybody about, like, footy teams and shit. I want to see two completely different teams in the grand final next year, for example, North v Essendon. I want to see interstate grand final. I was dying for GWS Brisbane. That would have been the great grand final. A grand final from the top shelf. I'll tell you what though, I am planning a tier list like video or stream where we just go through like some of the most fucked up, obscure ones we can find. How long do you think Chris Fagan will keep coaching Brisbane for? I reckon when he retires. Like when he eventually gets too old and he just says, nah, fuck it, I'm done, see you later. Because the thing is, like, if you're gonna sack a coach or let a coach go, you need to have a good like a good replacement on the ready. If you argue with everyone, you'll become Cooper Gretsch 2.0. That's exactly right. Yeah, Fags is 62, so he's not getting any younger. The passage of time is creeping up on him like a librarian. And it's a... You don't know how much longer he's got. Hey Egg, thoughts on extra time if the scores are level compared to how you'd feel if they didn't change the rule? Bro, if we had to come back and do this again next week, I'd... Ugh. Especially like if you're an interstate team. Like you fly down and like get a hotel and shit and then just for it to like be a draw and mean nothing. Watch, we'll be the first fucking team to have to like trial the new rules of like extra time and shit. And I'll probably like just have a heart attack and die. Thoughts on how Will Ashcroft will go when he comes back next year? I reckon he'll pick up right where he left off. I don't think he'll have any troubles at all getting back into the team. Oh. My whole back just cracked. Oh, Jesus. What's up, Grad's 10? Yeah, I am going to the granny. I've got tickets. It's going to be in level 4 near the Lions cheer squad. I'm not up in the nosebleeds. I'm like row B. But yeah, I'm just happy to be there. I haven't even finished like packing or anything like that. I've got to get up because our flight's at like 6 o'clock and we land at about 9 o'clock. And I'm so upset. They've got the Grand Final Cup, the AFL Premiership Cup at Melbourne Airport in the Virgin area. And it's there. It's in Melbourne Airport tomorrow from like 8 till 9, 9:15. And our flight lands at 9:20. And it's like, bro, are you kidding me? What the fuck? I miss out on the Grand Final Cup by like 5 minutes. I'm heading down Friday, 7 a.m. flight. That's cool, bro. I was going to go to the 2021 Grand Final because I live in Perth, but I couldn't because I was broke AF. Yeah, that's fair. Like, the Grand Final tickets are fucking expensive. Are you flying on Grand Final day itself? No, I'll be flying in tomorrow morning. You better have an early landing. Yeah, I pray we get there at like 9:10 or some shit. So I have time to just get a quick photo and take off. I recommend the MCG Museum if you've got time to burn. I've been there before. I went there the first time I went to Melbourne this year for the Saints Brisbane game. I want to go this weekend. I want to do the MCG tour. It's apparently happening Friday morning. But it depends on like time permitting. It's open on Sunday, but like there's not much point in going back on Sunday. Do you love Perth? I've never been to Perth. I'm not sure. I've heard it's okay. But yeah, I've never been to Perth, man. I'm sorry, I can't give you a good answer. I'm no Lions supporter, but I'm rooting for them. Thank you, mate. The more the merrier. What do you think of Melbourne? You mean the team or the city? Oh, the city. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind it. I prefer Brisbane by a lot, by a country mile. But yeah, it's okay. Maybe I was going to the wrong areas. I know my hotel last time I went there was in Preston, and the only reason I was in fucking Preston is because my hotel was in Preston and it was really nice, but it was also really cheap. And it wasn't until I got to Preston, that's when I found out. Oh, that's why it's cheap. But yeah, I did not feel safe walking in Preston with my Air Jordans on at night. Like I got an Uber back directly to my hotel at night time because I didn't feel safe walking around at night. Yeah, everything seemed kind of dead, so I'm like, oh, what the fuck. But yeah, this time we're staying like near South Bank, so hopefully it should be a lot better. Are you a cat or a dog person? Dog person for sure. Why? Let me ask you this. Why do they call it Depreston? Is it just because like it's really shit? Is it because of crime or is it... Hey, what's going on, Riley Macca? How are you, mate? I'm feeling pretty good. I am sitting not in the nosebleeds, but I'm like really high up. I'm in like Q something, like one of the high seats. I was category 3, but I could have either been behind the cheer squad or up in the nosebleeds. So yeah, unfortunately I got the nosebleeds, but I'm like row B, so I'm still low enough where I can make out the individual players' faces. I might, if the Lions win and all the Pies supporters on the lower levels leave, I might try and sneak down. When are you leaving to Melbourne? First thing tomorrow morning. The second or first flight. What's your opinion on Brisbane wearing home Guernsey and away shorts? I don't mind it. They can send them out in fucking budgie smugglers as long as we get the win. That's all that matters. What I want is I can't wait to see the grand final patch on the Brisbane jumper. I've been waiting for that for a long time. I'm very happy about the Gold Coast VFL win. Very happy for them. They've got like Gold Coast VFL Premiers shirts. Yeah, I copped that immediately. Yeah, okay, sweet. I got cat free tickets last year too. Good, you have seats. That was yeah, they're pretty pricey, eh? Yeah, I'm just, and like you said, I'm just happy to be there. Like, I don't care if I'm sitting in row R or row Z. If I have to hang off the side of the fucking roof, as long as I'm there, as long as I'm experiencing it. Is there any visible increase in AFL popularity in Brisbane or NRL, or is it just as dominant? I think so. I like to think so. Participation is going up everywhere. The Gabba is looking a bit more full. Yeah, it's just good to see. The game's in a much healthier spot now than it was when I was, say, 12 or 13. It's a lot more popular. It's a lot more buzz around it. And yeah, for sure, it's doing a lot better. AFL is huge here on the Sunshine Coast. Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for the NRL and the AFL for that matter, because there's no real presence of a NRL team there. I come from the outback where AFL was a dirty word. Nerves are already terrible. Going to be a wreck during the game unless it's a 2022 repeat against us, lol. I don't think it will be. I don't think we'll get flogged. I'm not 100% confident about a Lions win, but I don't think we'll get flogged. Like, if we can make it through relatively unscathed and get out of there with our dignity, then so be it. You know what I mean? If we win, fantastic. I'm getting my tattoo. I'm getting a fucking... Oh, my chat's frozen, is it? Oh, fuck. It's happened a couple of times there. I don't know why it's happening, but... Let me see if I can fix it. I don't know how to fix it, but... If I can't get it back, I might just have to... Yeah, it's fucked. God damn it. Alright, I've got to work around it. Let me just get source, window capture, add source, add new source instead, window, chat, there we go. And then that's good enough for the time being. I hate when this happens. I don't know why it keeps happening. It's like there's nothing I can do to stop it, but yeah, it looks like shit, but there we go. That's good enough. Yeah, I don't like that, but I don't know why my chat keeps freezing. Do Brisbane have a good defense? It's definitely better than it's been in recent years. I'd probably give it about a 7 or an 8. Last year, I'd give it about a 6 or a 5. I agree. They should count pre-1990 premierships separately, for sure. Because those flags have like no real bearing on the modern game. Like, you look at some teams and you're like, oh wow, they've won like 15, 16 premierships, and it's like, oh, okay. And then you look at the actual league at the time, and it was like 5 fucking teams, and they were all like dog shit playing in front of like 5 people, and it's like, well, okay. Hello, just came from Goat HQ stream. Oh, is he streaming right now, is he? Oh, that's cool. What do you think about people abusing Nick Dacos? Why are people abusing Nick Dacos? Did he do something, or is there been a controversy, or? Nah, people just hate him. Ah, that's no good. He was apparently robbed in the Brownlow. No, he wasn't. He had some horrible luck. Sure, if you want to argue that he was terribly unlucky, that's perfectly legitimate. But he had 2 or 3 games where he wasn't playing because of his injury. Like, it's just how it is. Like, he had some horrible luck and he missed out. Next year, he'll come back and he'll win it. Yeah, I didn't pay much attention to the Wallabies. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Hopefully it gives the AFL some publicity. Maybe people say, "Oh, fucking rugby's shit. I'm gonna follow AFL." I think I might be graduating high school on November 28th this year. Oh, good for you, bro. Do you think rugby is bad? I don't think it's bad. I'm just not interested in it. It's just not my thing. My fucking live view account is broken as well, Cam. What the fuck's going on here? That's better. Today, my school won a grand final from a goal with a minute left and everyone streaked the field. Ah, that's cool, man. Well done. Where in Queensland are you from? I'm from North Brisbane. Let me see if I can get this fucking chat box working. Yeah, no good. No good. Just check that back there. Did you get nervous when Carlton kicked the first 5 goals? Yeah, I already covered that, but yeah, I was a wreck. Who do you hope to see in Melbourne? I don't know. Just whoever's there. Sammy GFC really wants me to see Scoops, but I don't think he'll be very happy to see me. He'll probably try and give me a WWE Roman Reigns spear through a table or some shit, and then proclaim himself as the tribal chief of the St Kilda Football Club. But I like to think I'm a little bit larger than Scoops, so if he wants to hit me with a fucking WWE move, he'll have to hit me with his best shot. Cardi's gonna be there. Ah, that's cool. Am I going to the grand final parade? I am, sir. I am. Have you ever met the Marmalade lads? Briefly. Very, very briefly. After the Saints Geelong game, but they had no idea who I was. I was just like in a big group. Because they were all watching the Crows Sydney game. Because it was like prevalent to the results of Saints making finals. And I was just like chilling in the back because I didn't want to get filmed. And I didn't really get a chance to meet them properly. Hopefully that changes while I'm down there, but they probably don't even know I exist, so that's all sweet. You should streak on the G on Saturday. That wouldn't be too bad. Thoughts on Kiss performing for the granny? That's not too bad. I don't see why people were upset. I think it's okay. As long as they put in a good performance, like serviceable, as long as it's not fucking Meatloaf or some shit, then, you know. Who is Kiss? It's an old band from like the 70s or some shit. They've made some good songs. Why would anyone be upset about Kiss performing? I think it was just because like they're an old band. I don't know. You sound tired. Go to bed. Nah, this is my default voice. I am a little bit tired though. I've just had a lot of allergies lately. They probably want freaking Ice Spice or something. Yeah, probably. I don't like Ice Spice. She's not my cup of tea. Her music isn't the greatest, and she's kind of mid. She looks like she smells bad. Oh yeah, the Black Eyed Peas would be pretty good. Pies will win it, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm preparing for a Pies win. I'm really hopeful for a Brisbane win, but realistically, like, I reckon Pies will get it done. Honestly, at this point, I'm just happy to see my footy club in a grand final. Whether or not we win is immaterial. I said the same thing last year about Geelong with us. That's not filling me a lot of confidence. Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm going to head off in about 3 minutes because I got to pack up and get ready for tomorrow. And I got a early fucking start. If you have any important questions, hit me up before I head off. The Wiggles would be really good in the grand final. I'd rate that. When's the round review? Next week with the grand final review. I'm combining the two videos. How happy are you about Lachie Neale winning the Brownlow? I'm very, very happy. He deserves it thoroughly after last year, after he got robbed. Pies at the G is good pies. Well, they almost lost to GWS last week, so. This music's gonna get me copyrighted. Fuck, I just realized. Fuck. How happy are you about Ashcroft winning goal of the year? Very happy. He deserved to get at least something. For the first year he had. He could have won Rising Star, but he got injured. I know they nearly lost to Giants, but I'm a D's GWS fan, so I'm going for Pies. I don't really like the Lions. That's fair enough. That's your prerogative. I feel bad because I used to support Brisbane, but now I support Suns. I feel like it's too late to turn back. No, I support both, so it's not too late to turn back. How did you end up with tickets? Because we're Priority 1 members in my family. And we got 2 barcodes, so I got a bit of luck and a bit of money, and here we are. Are you going to be at the grand final? Ah, that's cool, bro. I'll see you later. I'll see you there. Gold Coast versus North Melbourne. I am doing a video on North Melbourne and how they almost got forced into moving to Gold Coast, but maybe. Might do a video on Gold Coast versus North, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna head off. It's been a pleasure. I wanted to jump on and do something for tonight. I'll see you in Melbourne if you're there. Good luck if your team's in the granny, if you're a Brisbane supporter or a Pies supporter. It's been a crazy fucking year. I'm going to do a live stream next week after I get back, after the grand final review. Kind of wrapping shit up and talking about the prizes for the tipping competition. So yeah, I'll catch you then. I'll see you in Melbourne if you're there. And go to Lions.